Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing, I guess you would call this a tag that went around a couple of years ago and I just never did it, talking about if all of my makeup suddenly disappeared. Maybe it was washed away in a flood, or maybe some person came in and they were like,
"Hey, give me everything you got."
And I was like, and they took my makeup. They took all my makeup. Like, what would I immediately want to go out and repurchase? And it was weird thinking about this because I was kind of looking at my collection, and the stuff that I picked is not necessarily my favorite of all time, because I wanted to be realistic about what I would actually purchase if I went out and repurchased everything, because a lot of the stuff that I use, a lot of my favorites, they are discontinued. So guess what? If all of my makeup got stolen, I couldn't go out and repurchase half the favorites that I have. So I wanted to really buckle down and go, okay, what would I actually purchase? And to be fair, all of this stuff would fit in my regular makeup travel bag. I didn't say oh, I would repurchase 15 foundations and 24 eyeshadows. And all I did was look at okay, I need the basics to survive. Let me also state, makeup is not a necessary thing to survive. You're going to be fine if it's all gone. You might be sad. I would be very sad, but I would be okay. I would make it through. So I chose one item from each category that I enjoy, except for one, and we're going to get into that. But I do want to say that this video is a collab with my good friend here on YouTube, Kelly, who goes by K Bella Beauty. If you are not already following Kelly, guys, she's a warm heart. I don't know another way to describe her. She's just a good, warm heart. And when you listen to her, you feel like you're just sitting down with your friend, shooting the shit about makeup and just having a good time. She is so relatable. She is so you feel like it's easy to talk to her, because it is. So I met her for the first time. I didn't know much about her. I'm not going to lie. I met her for the first time in Charleston when I went last year in May. I want to say it was May 2023. And I was immediately drawn to her because she is just that kind of person. You know those people that you have in your life that can start a conversation with anyone and they're genuinely invested in that conversation? That is Kelly, okay? She is just a warm person who cares about what's going on in your life. We talk on Marco Polo and she starts every single polo off with this.
Good morning, friend. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Hello, friend. Hello, my beautiful friend. Hello, beautiful friend.
And it just brightens my heart every time I see her. Every time I see a message pop up from her, I'm like, this is going to be a good day. So go over to Kelly's channel. Her channel is going to be linked down below. Her video is going to be linked down below, and you can listen to what she says about this. I do have a feeling that one of our products is going to be exactly the same, and I'm not going to tell you which one. Notice when you look at my products and her products, which one is the same, because I can almost guarantee we're going to have a similarity. So let's start with complexion. Now, this is not makeup technically, but I'm going to include this anyway. The Supergoop Play Sunscreen. I wear sunscreen every single day, okay? And I'm not considering that all my skincare has also been taken, but this is so essential to me. I do not wear makeup without putting sunblock on underneath first. So I would almost call this a primer. There are no other face primers in here. I did not choose a single other face primer. As much as I love face primer, it's not something that would be as much of a necessity to me as this would be. This is hands down, I need this. It's a necessity. So I would absolutely go out and repurchase this. This is my favorite sunblock. So I will say, again, while not all of these are my #1 favorites, this is a favorite. It feels like a lotion. You can tell it really sinks in and it wears beautifully under makeup. So please, please, if you have not already put a sunblock into your routine, please do that. Please, please. It's one thing that I'm going to stand up on my soapbox about from here till the end of time, because I didn't do it until I was way, way, way older, and I wish I had done it when I was younger. So you tweens out there who are obsessing over Drunk Elephant, can you start obsessing over some SPF? Now, as far as face makeup, when I was looking at my foundations and everything like that, there was one I kind of kept coming back to, and that's the Tower 28 Sunny Days. This is a broad spectrum SPF 30 tinted sunscreen. So they don't even call this a tinted moisturizer, a tinted foundation, anything like that. But for me, it is just a tinted moisturizer. That is what I wear as my foundation so often. It's what I'm wearing today completely, and I don't have my face covered in concealer. I have a little bit of concealer on, but not much, only under my eyes. This is so good for me on days, especially where I just want to even things out and brighten things up and not have like too cakey of a face. I have a full coverage foundation in there. I have several light to medium coverage foundations in there, and this is the one I would go out and immediately repurchase because I do feel like this is the one that makes me feel like my best self. So yeah, I absolutely love this. The color I use is Mulholland, and it does set down nicely. I'm not gonna lie, my skin does not feel like dry and powdered down because it's not. It's not sticky or anything like that, but I don't wear powder all over my face. I never have. So this is the one that I would go with. For concealer, again, this is a current absolute favorite, but it is also the one I would go out and repurchase immediately, and that's the Sigma Spectra Color Correcting Duo Light to Medium. So you can see that there is a more kind of like peachy toned color there, and then a much lighter one. The shade that I have, again, is light to medium. I have already hit pan in this color, as you can see, and I am about to hit pan in this color. It's perfect. It is a nice, creamy concealer. I use this for spot concealing. I use this for covering up dark circles. I use this for everything. This is one of my favorite concealers to date. Now, if the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer still existed, and not the Stay Naked, the Naked Skin, it would be that, but they discontinued it and they broke my heart. This though, I absolutely freaking love. I am already like starting to get a little twitchy because I've really hit pan here, so I need to get another one, but I really do feel like this is fantastic. Again, it comes with 2 colors, so I feel like, it, obviously one is meant to cancel out dark circles, but I feel like this is also good for me because it's one of them is good for my like winter shade and one of them is good for my summer shade. So I don't know. I really, really, really like this. I feel pretty confident in saying this is also my favorite product that Sigma has put out. Like, not counting their brushes, their makeup product, it's hands down this. Now for face powder, I don't have one here, and let me explain why. I don't use powder every day, and I don't use powder all over my face, okay? I do use it under my eyes when I feel like using it and around my nose and things like that, but I don't use it every day. I do have several powders and ones that I really enjoy, but if I suddenly had all of my makeup stolen, I think that I would look for a new powder. And maybe that says something to me. Maybe it says that I need to go out and look for a new powder. So leave your favorite powder in the comments below. Maybe I'll go take a look at it at some point, but I would go look for something completely brand new. I would not repurchase anything in my collection yet. Now, I do really enjoy a few of them. I have the Kosas Cloud Set, which I love. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. Love, love that. But at the same time, I feel like this is one of those cases where there might be something out there that's better, and I just haven't found it yet. So again, leave in the comments down below. Let me know what your favorite powder is, pressed powder, please. And who knows, maybe I'll check it out. This, I have talked about this before in that, gosh, you know what, am I lying when I say not all of these are absolute favorites? Yes, okay, I can see 2 things that are not like the top of the favorites. But anyway, this is a favorite, okay? This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Golden Bronzer. And I am shocked I haven't hit pan in this yet because I use this every single time I do my makeup and I would feel so damn naked without it. This is a beautiful, creamy, warm bronzer. This is what I used as my bronzer and contour today. I love this. It does so well on my skin tone. The shade that I have is 1 Fair, so it is the lightest shade. Oh, wait, I actually can sort of see pan forming. Oh, yeah, you can see it right there. Yay! Don't you feel so justified when you hit pan, especially when it's a pan this size? Anyway, though, this is a creamy bronzer. It is a warm tone bronzer, and it is one of my favorite makeup items, period, that I own. It makes me feel so good, and it refreshes my makeup. I feel like some people said that they had trouble blending this. I have not. And I think, ooh, this is the most expensive makeup item here. Hands down. I think this is just under $60. So for the fact that me, a cheapskate, says they would immediately go out and repurchase this, that means that I really think it's good. So maybe check this out if you like cream products. I do have dry to normal skin. I love a cream product rather than a powder product. So just this, I'm almost looking at it like, oh God, what if this all did get stolen? I would be so sad about this. Moving on to blush. This is the only spot where I picked 2, okay? And I picked 2 of the Melt Cream Blush Lights. These are some of my favorite cream blush formulas. The shade that I picked, and they're both very panned, is Golden Hour. That's what I'm wearing today. It is a rosy peachy pink. I didn't realize how low I was on that one, dang. And also, in a surprise to no one, Lynx. I love the color Lynx so much. This is just like a warm bronzy glow, and I use that all year round. Why can't I get this open? So yes, these two shades are my favorite from Melt Cream Blush Lights. I absolutely love them and would repurchase them. I think this is the big case though where are these my favorites? So they are some of my favorites for sure, but right now at this moment, the Finding Ferdinand and Khaki blushes, both of them, the Summer Abroad collection and the Après Ski, those are my favorites that I've been using nonstop. But I can't say I would go out and repurchase them because no one can. They're all sold out. Wait, I think there's like one blush left in Khaki's collection that's not sold out. And if it's still available somehow, I will put a link in the description below. But yeah, those are sold out. So it's not like I could go and repurchase them. But these, thankfully, I can. I love these. And again, if you like cream products, these are fantastic. I can't believe how low I am on this one. Wow. Highlighter was one that was very difficult for me because my favorite highlighters have been discontinued. So like, for example, I love the Dose of Colors and Desi and Katie collection, the Fuego color. I love the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. Like if I'm immediately thinking of one highlighter I would wear with everything, it's usually like a golden champagne because that's personally what looks best on my skin tone. This one has not been discontinued, and this is the Sigma highlighter in Savannah. So I would repurchase this. You can tell this is very gold, but does definitely have warm tones to it, and it's just really, really beautiful. It's very, very silky, very metallic, which I prefer. You can see I have it on today. Put like a little bit extra on maybe. It's just a really pretty highlighter. These are very finely milled, so when it goes on the skin, it looks almost wet rather than looking powdery and sitting on top of the skin. So I think this is the one I would definitely go out and repurchase if I was just going to get one. All right, that's all for face makeup. Let's move on to the eyes. This is one that I was kind of surprised at in myself because I was thinking about like, would I really go out and repurchase that? Like, I don't really need that. And then I was like, yeah, I do. So this is, by the way, this video is not sponsored by Sigma, but there's a lot of Sigma in here. This is the Sigma eyeshadow base primer, and the color is Persuade. So this is a stick, and this one has a very light kind of pinky tone to it. This is hands down like the best eyeshadow primer I've ever used. The pinky tone, don't let that scare you. I have put blues over this and blacks over this. It doesn't change the color at all. It just kind of evens everything out, but it is like a bit of a thicker base, so it's really good for helping eyeshadows stick, which I really love. So I would absolutely repurchase this in a second. It's just fantastic. Like if you want it just for canceling out any color on your lid, it's great for that. If you want it for a neutral look, fantastic. If you want it for a bright look, fantastic. But I would absolutely repurchase this and I'd use it every freaking day. So eyeshadow, this is probably going to surprise none of you, okay? And it's gonna seem like a stupid answer, I'm sure, but I don't care. If I was gonna repurchase one eyeshadow palette, it would be the Melt Cosmetics Gemini. You can see how much I've used this, and that's because I love this palette so much for being so versatile. And if I was only gonna purchase like one palette, I would want it to be versatile, okay? I can do a completely neutral look like this, okay? I can do completely neutral, or I can go bold and grungy and green, or I can go somewhere in between. I love the fact that this palette, for me, does it all, okay? I freaking love this palette to this day. I know I talk about it ad nauseum, but I think it's genuinely the greatest palette that's ever existed, so much so that I have a second backup, okay? They re-released this maybe about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point, with the new formula, and I use this one as well because the Gemini shade in my original palette unfortunately fell out and broke. This one is all there and brand new. Luna, which is a shade that I can't even say I've panned it over here because it's just basically gone. Like you can see how little is left. Like I'm glad to have a backup of that. This is definitely the palette that even though I have two right now, if some asshole came and stole both of them, I'd punch them in the face and then I'd buy another one of these. I feel like I've gotten very aggressive. Like this could have just been something so simple as like, oh, we had a water leak in the house and all my makeup got ruined. And instead I'm like, some guy came in and he stole all my makeup and I punched him in the, wow. Let's finish off the eyes. So I picked two eyeliners. I picked one pencil and one liquid, and they are both black. Because if I'm being honest with myself, like those are the colors that I use most often, so I would want to replace those first. For liquid liner, it's the KVD Tattoo Liner in Trooper. That is what I'm wearing today. This is, for me, the most perfect black liner. It is a felt tip, but it never wavers. It is always pointy, 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 but not to the point of pain. and it is always liquidy enough. Oh, wait, is it a felt tip or is that a brush tip? No, it's a felt tip. Just got it under my fingernail. That's gross. No, wait, is it a brush tip? You know what? I can't even tell. Either way, I love it. I love this. I've used this for so many years. There was a while there where I stopped using it, but I've started using it again, and it is back to being my #1 favorite liquid liner. As for pencil, this one was interesting to me because I have a lot of black pencil liners, but the one I've been gravitating towards is the Milk Makeup Infinity Longwear Eyeliner. And this color, I mean, it's just black. It's called Outer Space. It is we've got a sharpener at the end, but it is like a twist up, but it is so black and it stays on your waterline for so long. It is such good quality. And this surprised the hell out of me because usually twist up eyeliners are not my favorite for the waterline. I usually prefer wooden liners. I feel like those stay on better. This one is a freaking gem and I really like it. So I would definitely repurchase this. Mascara. This is also one that like really got me because I have two that are kind of equally favorites. So I had to look and go, okay, I can only repurchase one. Okay, all of my stuff got stolen. Which one am I going to repurchase? And it came down to the Melt Cosmetics Supernatural Lash Mascara. So it's either this or the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. Those are my two favorites. They have been for years. But this is the one I continuously go back to. This is a very wet formula, which I prefer. I don't like a drier mascara, and I know that so many people do. I'm just not one of them. But I feel like this separates my lashes lovely. This has some sort of hourglass shape to it and has just been wonderful. I just love this mascara. I feel like it's just really good quality. And this is the one that I would go out and repurchase. The color is ultra black. I'm pretty sure that's the only color they offer. And me personally, I don't wear color mascaras yet. I would like to try maybe in 2024, but as of right now, I only use black, so it would be this guy. We have eyebrows and lips left. And eyebrows was something very, very, very easy for me because it would be the Kosas Airbrow. I use this so often and I really enjoy this. This is my second or third tube at this point, so I would have no problem going out and purchasing another. It's the only thing I used in my eyebrows today. It just does a nice job of tinting them and gently holding them in place. Now, this is not like a shellac. This is not gonna hold your eyebrows straight up. This is not gonna let you draw hair-like strokes on. This is a one and done product, okay? This is easy for me, but it does such a good job that I would immediately repurchase. Like this might be one, like when I look over here, I'm like, there are things that if I had to do this in phases, I could leave, like I could probably leave like highlighter out or one of the blushes or the eyeshadow base or things like that. Those are things I could probably buy maybe the next paycheck or something. But when I think about stuff I would like run out and immediately buy, this is up there. This is definitely up there. And finally, lips. I had an issue with this one because I have so many lipsticks I love, but I kept coming back to this one right here. Okay, so first, let's talk about the liner I used. Now, I used a combination of two liners today. This is one that right now you can't get it, and I believe it's going to be restocked, which is the only reason I'm talking about it at all. It's the Melt Cosmetics Cinnamon Lip Liner, and it is my favorite lip liner of all time. I am going to be so sad if they don't restock it because this is all I have left, and that feels like not enough. It is the perfect brown nude color, the most perfect I've ever used. But in case I couldn't get that, I would get the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Liner in Iconic Nude. I have about the same amount left. This is definitely more rosy and more cool toned. But again, it's very creamy and it lasts all day. And the thing is, there are probably a lot of people that would say that they wouldn't immediately run out and get lip liner. I use lip liner every single day. So my lips are uneven, which most people's are uneven, right? But this side like has significantly less volume than this side. So I personally love wearing lip liner. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel really good. I don't extremely overline my lips at all. I just overline over here though a little bit just to make it match this side, and it makes me feel more confident and it makes me feel lovely. So there are days where I wear lip liner and nothing else, like no lipstick or anything. So I would absolutely repurchase lip liner. And finally, the lipstick. Guys, I have like 100 lipsticks and I wanted to pick one that I would go after. And I didn't even pick a gloss this time or anything like that, especially because all of my favorite glosses have been discontinued. If I were going to buy one lipstick, it would be the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in JK Magic. This is my perfect rosy nude ever. It is what I'm wearing today. No other lipstick, just some lip liner and this. And I love this color so much. It is so perfect. It is so creamy, but it lasts a while. It really hangs on the lips and lasts a while and is just such good quality. Now, this is a more expensive lipstick, okay? I have purchased like dollar store Wet n Wild in the past, but this is really worth the price. I genuinely believe it is. Also because I don't have to sit here and go like this to get the color to show up. It shows up in one swipe and that's all I need. It's so beautiful. It's so good. And I am so glad, like, I invested in this. I called this an investment because it's like $35 for a freaking tube of lipstick. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Now, is it my favorite lipstick of all time? I'm not sure. I have a lot of discontinued lipstick. Now, some of you might say that I should probably throw those away. I'm not going to. So you can't tell me what to do. You're not my real father, okay? But anyway, that's it. Those are all the products that I would immediately go out and repurchase within the span of at least a few weeks. That's what I would repurchase if all of my makeup suddenly got stolen by some guy who burst in my house and was swinging around a pool noodle saying that they would whap me with it if I didn't give them all my makeup. It would be that. Please make sure after you watch this video, first give it a thumbs up. I would really enjoy that, but also go check out Kelly's video and subscribe to her if you haven't already. She's wonderful. She is a bright spot on YouTube in this world of drama and horribleness. She is a glowing light. So please go follow her, show her some love. And that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I had to think about that for a minute because I almost said Twitter, and Twitter is a word we don't say on this channel. But you can go follow me there. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you guys are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.